Greetings YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Sega Wall Forgotten Classics. This series we delve deep into the Sega Wall and find one of those hidden gems. That's right guys, the mighty Gynoug, and what a nostalgic game this is for me. This is going to bring back loads of memories. Let's get underway. Oh wow. This game, this is a real special shooter for me. This horizontal shooter was released back in 1991, September of that year. I remember it well because September is my birthday, and I can remember saving up all that birthday money off aunts and uncles, going into town, into our local indie shop and buying this Japanese import, and I never regretted it. Never looked back guys. This game I have come back to again and again. It's one of those few titles that I'll play at least 2-3 times a year, all the way through. I never get bored of it, and it never gets old. Just look at those stunning visuals guys. Those enemy designs are just absolutely amazing. This game was released early in the Megadrive's life. The graphics for the time were absolutely breathtaking. The music, the soundtrack, the gameplay, everything in this game is spot on. Messiah have got everything right in this awesome shooter. This art style was just capulates everything I was about when I was younger. I was so into the works of H.R. Giger. This is just a mechanical, mythical, magical, medieval, gothic horror, steampunk romp. And Messiah have got this spot on. Hell yeah, what other game can you be attacked by seagulls and clouds that cry lava? That is just absolutely amazing. Fast pace, relentless at times, what a game. It's spread over 5 rounds and then a bonus boss rush after that. Controls are simple and extremely responsive in this fast paced game. A cycles through your spells that you collect through the game, B is obviously to fire, and C will cast that spell. That's the midway boss beaten. Let's go through the power-ups. You get the blue sphere, that red sphere there which had a crest round it, and the feather. The crest spheres, these will the flow of your bullets. The red and blue spheres, as you can see at the top of the screen, these will slowly increase as you collect them and give you more firepower. And just look at this boss guys, wow. This is level 2, round 2, the ocean, and this really is a spectacular steampunk inspired boss. The ship sinks and up it rises with that huge godlike head. Absolutely stunning. Round 3. The castle. This stage really does bring back loads of nostalgia for me. I can remember being mesmerised by this level. Absolutely love the gothic feel of it. It kind of reminds me of all them old Hammer horror films with the ghouls and the ghosts. And then I love the medieval feel also. Absolutely glorious. And look at those graphics guys. That sprite work and animation is just spectacular. This is one of my personal favourite levels from back in the day. And this level, the power-ups get better. You get some better spells on here. The gargoyles firing at you, and then just big huge broadswords fall out of the sky. And then you get these red horrible looking demons. This level introduces you to the spell Wildfire, which I've just got selected here. Here's another steampunk inspired local motion metal face god looking creature. This is a tricky one. Those little ashes, if you can just make them out, that's what gets you. After that we then start onto stage 4, round 4, which is Body Manufacturing Factory. What a title. This one steps it up a little bit. It's more of a fast-paced level where you've got a guide war through the obstacles. Loads of power-ups to be had. Shooting through the walls and just guiding him as it speeds up and making sure that you don't get hit by the enemies. This one steps up the steampunk feel, and again a great level. Back in the day when I was a kid, when I first got this game, it took me all my credits to get to this stage, and I'd never ever defeated it when I was a youngster. Really tricky bosses, and they take a fair amount of bullets. But Gynoug has always been a fair game. Lots of shooters fall into that category where they become so hard and so complex, but Gynoug always gives you that opportunity to outmaneuver the bullets sent blasting by the enemy. I can remember a few years back meeting this end of level boss for the first time. Wow, just look at the attention to detail, stunning graphics. Then we're up to a level again that I didn't get to probably until my late teens, early 20s, and this is the Demon's Stomach, round 5. What a level. This really does just go even more wackier now, guys. It's a tough one. You get walls of enemies. They come from behind all angles. Each round of Gynoug ups the ante. Look at them amazing graphical effects in the backgrounds there. You've got parallax scrolling going on, and you've got that wobbling effect that just adds to the whole atmosphere of this level. Look at this midway boss, how sinister he looks. I remember being blown away. Some huge sprites here, guys. Absolutely bloody fantastic. The Demon's Stomach is definitely one of the tougher levels of Gynoug. The enemies come at you like a barrage. They're relentless from all angles, and they take a fair number of bullets too to defeat. Here we go, the background darkens, and here we see one of the most horrific looking end of level bosses I've ever seen. Quite a phallic symbol, I would say there, but this really is a grotesque boss. Awesome. And here we are on the boss rush, final stage of Gynoug. It gives you plenty of power ups, so you stand a chance. You begin fighting all the midway bosses from the previous rounds. I love the backgrounds, all that parallax scrolling. It's an absolute delight on the eyes. And finally, after all of those bosses, we get the end of game boss. I'm not going to spoil the ending, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode as much as I have. I'm Sega Zombie. Until the next time, goodbye.